What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing a shooting video based on the NBA 2K21 demo. So there is definitely a new way of shooting that is going to be a lot more effective this year than previous years, and it is using the shot stick. So as you guys can see, I'm kind of all over the place when I'm shooting off the dribble with the shot stick, and however off the catch I am pretty okay. So let's just go into shooting, and let's just back out of this just to get this off the screen. But off the catch, I'm pretty okay with the shot stick. Off the dribble, I am all over the place. However, like if I'm trying to, again, I'm not doing anything major off the dribble here. But if I'm shooting off the dribble using square, I can get closer to that green window. One thing is that the straight arm is back and in and greater than ever. Like I'm shooting, obviously you can see if it's timing, it's square. If not, it's the stick. But the straight arm it's real. It's real. And for some reason, there is a white flash every single time you mistime a shot. So like just like that one there, it says slightly late. Like that was a straight arm. Like that was right in the middle of the window. Thank God I'm greening some of these. But I'm just getting used to the timing. And in this video, I'm basically going to tell you guys which I think will end up being the most effective, because I think there will definitely be an extra boost to like the amount of straight arms you hit will go down. Definitely. And excessive dribbling is going to be a big factor, I think. And I think I'm going to have a different answer depending on what you are needed to do. So anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of shots. I'm going to go and take, let's just say, 3 shots from each of the 5 spots. I'm going to, first of all, they're all going to be catch and shoot. I'm going to be using the stick for the first 15, and then I'm going to be using the button for the first 15, then the stick for the last 15. See how many I make. Okay, 0 of 2, 1 of 3. All right, that's fine. So we're 0 of 2 on whites, and the first one is always going to be a kind of off the slide dribble just to make it even. Okay, timing's a little bit off there. We go, and we are 3 of 6. We are 0 of 3 on whites, which is, I hate the way they passed you without even calling it. So that's a white. Okay, we've hit 1 white. And you got 2 whites in a row. And we've hit 3 in a row right there. This is all using the button. That is, I'm not sure exactly what difficulty this is, but I'm guessing it's probably all-star. And we're hitting a lot of more whites than I normally hit, not gonna lie. And we knocked that one down. Okay. Okay, we're shooting a pretty okay percentage here. That's 11, that's 12 right now. So that's not 12, that's... We were 3 of 6 in the first 2, 6 of 9, 8 of 12, and that is 9 of 13. Bad release, 9 of 14, and that's a 2, so let's take one more. So 10 of 15. And we greened quite a few. So it appears that it's still pretty easy to green wide open off the catch. Like, there is definitely going to be straight arms, but I'm telling you this right now, like, especially once you turn meter off, if you have your players released down, I'm telling you, wide open off the catch, it will make that little bit of a difference, but you are still going to be able to green pretty well. Like, I think a lot of the people that are whiting, it's a big case of, like, us really kind of struggling with release. Like that one there, that was a straight arm. Like, that was a perfect time release. So now we're going to go with the analog stick. I'm saying this right now, I'm not great with the stick. It's a little bit off. Okay. That is 0 of 2. And that is right in the middle. That should have been, again, because I didn't press that or2 button on a proper stage. You still want 1 of 3 though. Okay, I would like to get the ball. That would be very, very nice right here. Could one of these guys just give me the ball? And our timing was a little better then. We're a little bit off. We're a little bit off at all these, but we have hit 2 whites in a row. And I was way off. But our timing was okay. You can shoot with the bar or right stick. Okay. Right down the middle, and that is a green. That is way off. And we have shot a little bit slightly. Okay. So we are 4 of 9 right here. That's a little bit off, but we knock it down because our timing is on point. Another one that we missed slightly, and that is a green. If you guys don't know, we are pressing or2 for our timing, which does give you a little bit of a boost. That's a bad shot. That's another bad shot right there. And that is in. Okay, so we clearly shot a higher percentage with the with the button. And we also very, very clearly hit more white. Well, I'm telling you this right now. I'm not entirely sure if we did in that, but you do hit more whites with the stick. I'm going to say that right now. You most definitely hit more whites with the stick. But the green window seems tiny for both. Like, for me, I'm not used to using the stick, but the green window seems equally as small, whether you're using the stick or whether you're using the button. Like, the green window is tiny either way. I'm guessing, again, the green window does go up a little bit when you get the timing. You get used to the timing of it. And when you get kind of used to everything, like that's a fake green, timing with the R2 press, the green window definitely does go up a little bit. You are much less likely to mistime a shot. Like, again, when they drop the hands down, that's a fake green. So that may as well be a green. And you're seeing that a lot. I've seen that a few times with the stick, and I have not seen that animation yet with the meter. Or not with the meter, with the button. We've also not seen button and meter off yet. So one thing that I have not seen either is making a shot outside that big green right there. So shooting without shot meter, turning off shot meter will give you a larger bonus for well-timed shots. Yeah, I think shot meter off is definitely, if you're going to be using the button, meter off is definitely going to be the way to go, because this meter doesn't help. I'm telling you this right now. The green window is so small that this meter does not help. Like, I'm not looking at the meter. I played meter last year. Like, I genuinely played meter last year. And I'm telling you, this meter does not help in the slightest. And that's a straight arm. So, what do I think is the best way to shoot? I'm telling you this right now, because of the improved green window, if you are, especially if you're in my player, if your job is to be, if you're a hash sitter, if you are a guy who's, if you're a hash sitter, if you're a corner sitter, if you are a shooting build, as bad as I am at it, what you are going to want to do is learn the stick. You're going to want to learn the stick. Because as much as the button is more comfortable, and it still is, even just most people's hand placement, their hand is being placed on the square button anyway. It's why it's why in Pro Evolution Soccer, I'm pretty sure square was to shoot instead of circle, because your hand is just naturally on that button. But I do think that for just pure catch and shoot situations, you're going to want to use the stick. I think it is going to be that little bit beneficial, especially if you are that type of just sniper shooter. Your job is not really to create your own shot. Your job's to mainly play defense. And if you are wide open to hit that shot, I do think that the stick is going to be the way to go. But I'm telling you this right now. If you are in like the heat of a game, if you're a point guard, if you've done a couple of dribble moves and you are, say, using your stick and then suddenly trying to go down and pull it straight down, it is not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. I wish I controller can. But, for example, shooting straight down with the stick is fine when your stick is in the neutral position right in the middle and your hand is in a position where you're used to shooting. If you are trying to shoot off weird dribbles and suddenly if you end up pulling your stick all the way to the right and then you're trying to get it right down into the middle after pulling your stick all the way to the right, it's just not realistic to happen. It is not realistic that you're going to be able to do that. Like, you're going to see people occasionally doing it, but it is much, much easier to use a button off a dribble. So I'm telling you this right now. If you are one of those 3 hunting players, you are more than likely going to use your button. Unless you are like, again, there might be some absolutely elite players that'll be able to get their stick right into the middle. But I'm telling you, no meter with the button, I think, is going to be the way most people play. Especially in my team. Especially in my team. It is going to be very, very awkward to use the stick. However, there is another advantage to using the stick, is that the timing doesn't matter as much. So for example, if you are playing in a mode where you're not used to someone's release, like my team, you might have the advantage of, in catch and shoot situations, using the stick. If you don't know a person's release, if you don't like the timing on a person's release, then it doesn't really matter how off the timing is. So I do think that there is no right or wrong way to shoot this year. And I think it's going to be a situational type thing. I think there are definitely situations where you're going to want to use the stick, because it quite clearly does give you a benefit. It makes whites easier to hit. It has definitely has a higher green window. There is a lot less times where I've landed in the middle and I've been given slightlies than when I use the button. However, I do think it's just, in terms of hand placement, there's a lot of really awkward things with the shot stick. So, which stick is better? It all depends on what you are trying to do. And also, it all depends on what way 2K patched the game. I have a feeling that 2K are going to, I'm saying this right now, they are going to completely bump up shooting with the button. I'm telling you that right now. Because casuals are not going to be able to shoot the ball. Like, people will figure it out. People will figure out how to shoot the stick. I'm saying that right now. Like, I haven't. But I'm not going to talk down on it because it's not that I won't learn how. I just have not figured it out yet. I'll be able to adapt whatever way the meta is, whatever way is the easiest way to shoot, I'll be able to adapt. But I'm telling you now, the 95% of the audience that are casuals are not going to be able to hit a shot. Like, if we're playing an all-star difficulty, how many times have I hit the green window and not been given a green? Too many. Too many. And also things like shooting off the step back, it just becomes kind of awkward doing that with the stick. Kind of flick down into a hole down. Like, I know I've hit these too, but actually, that actually straightens it up perfectly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did not realize how easy that one was. But like that one there, like I'm very evidently in the middle of the green window on both of those shots. But you can't hit it. This will be patched. Or there will be some sort of patch to bump up button shooting, because for casual players, they can't be out here hitting the middle of the green window and missing every single shot. They don't know what's going on. And that is let's be real, that is 90% of 2K's player base. And I don't think 2K, they did it last year as well at the very start when nothing that wasn't greens went in. I think 2K's player base definitely, they will make it cater this game a little bit more towards casuals than it is right now. This is like hardcore shooting wise, that like again, catch and shoot wide open in middle of the green window, not going in. It's not going to happen for the game. So yeah, in conclusion, I think if you are one of those like ultra dribbling point guards, I think it's going to be too difficult to get your stick down, especially doing something like a step back into a, doing something like this, maybe occasional behind the back. That into the stick is not the worst thing in the world. The snatch back, the step back, I really don't think that it's going to be the hardest. That's just me being bad. It's going to be the hardest thing in the world to center your stick off that. However, I think that a lot of other drill moves, any move that your stick is not automatically straight down, trying to get your stick down straight is going to be extremely difficult. And the faster players' releases get, the harder it's going to be to adjust your stick. Like, it's kind of easy with Kawhi on base Kawhi release. It's not going to be the fast release in the game, but it's going to be harder and harder to green with the stick the longer you get, or the faster the releases get. It's not too bad now, but it will get rough. So anyway, that is the video. That is just my thoughts on the new shooting and which I think people are going to use. Again, I don't think there's going to be a right or wrong way to shoot in general in this game this year. I think, just like meter on, meter off last year, that there will be a stage where they bump up shooting with the button so much that it's not going to be any different. Just like in 2K17, they tried this exact thing with 2K17 and it just straight up did not work. It didn't work because nobody liked it. Like, nobody liked the 2K17 system, because no one likes using the stick to shoot the ball. Like, they tried it. I'm pretty sure Mike Wang was part of the NBA Elite 11 team that tried it that year, and it just didn't even work in the demo. So yeah, I don't see it being the way that everyone shoots for the whole year. I think I see it going back to button very, very quickly. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.